Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today you got survival rations, you got survival bars, and now you've got survival tablets. We're going to see how they stack up right now. Alright, so with companies out there trying to market everything for outdoorsmen and survivalists and preppers, they're really going hard to separate you from your hard-earned money. And this was an interesting product that I saw, and one of the things that I wanted to kind of pit this up against was other offerings in the sort of long-term, kind of things that fit the survivalist brand of foods, with one exception. And I just wanted to see how they stacked up against this. Now, these things were, they say on the back of the packet here, that they were originally developed for the space program using high quality protein, carbs, and fat. And we're going to get into the values here in just a minute. But one of the things that's interesting here, they are gluten-free. It says they are non-GMO, and they're strawberry flavored. And it says the best possible nutrition in the smallest possible volume. So I made some notes here, but first we're going to open this pack up and we're going to try one of them to see how they taste, because these things are supposedly strawberry flavor. And here's a look at it. It's just a really, it looks like it's really super dense, and I'm pretty sure it really is. Oh wow, totally not what I was expecting. I'll be fair and I'll eat the rest of it. The strawberry flavor is very, very subtle. It's not as chalky as I thought it was going to be, although it still is, because this is obviously some matrix that is really, really compressed, but it's not brick hard, so that's good. So while I'm finishing it, and yeah, it's going to make you thirsty, so I came prepared. Okay, so the way this is packaged is there's 24 tablets per this package. One serving is 12 tablets, so it takes a dozen tablets to get 240 calories, 12 grams of fat, and 4 grams of protein. Now it does have vitamin A. It has 20% of your daily allowance of calcium. It has C, iron, E, niacin, B12, iodine, zinc, manganese. Okay, so yeah. So a dozen of these tablets is 240 calories, 12 grams of fat, 4 grams of protein. All right. Wow. Yeah, you're going to need a drink. Ooh. Okay. Like I said, they're not bad, not terrible. The strawberry flavor, really, really weak. I was expecting it to be just a standard, like, artificial strawberry flavor. Not so much. Very, very subtle. So let's compare this to some other offerings to see how it stacks up. So I just opened one of these First Strike bars, and this is a cran raspberry flavor. And now obviously, let's see. Let's go ahead and get out 12 of these bad boys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, because we're talking about density. And yeah, these things are going to take up a lot of space to have 12 of them. And of course, they're not flat. They're kind of round, so they're not going to stack like I'd hoped. but whatever. Okay. What I'll do, I'll pull them back right here. And I had no idea what color they were going to be, if they were going to have any kind of coloring in them or not, but they're white, so I don't know how good this is going to show up. Let's do this. There you go. That's 12. That's 12 of the tablets. Okay? First Strike bar has 260 calories. Now, keep in mind, one serving of these tablets right here, one serving of these tablets has 240 calories. So the First Strike bar here has 20 more calories, but the First Strike bar only has 5 grams of fat, where the tablets had 12 grams of fat, and the First Strike bar has 3 grams of protein, where the tablets had 4 grams of protein. So, because they have more fat, I'm going to give the win to the tablets against the First Strike bar. The next thing we got here is, a lot of old timers and veterans of prepping and survival in general, they'll call these first, like lifeboat rations. They're just these really dense bars, and this bar is not very big, so it's not comparable. The tablets, obviously, they do take up a lot less space, but this thing has 400 calories. Okay, so the space is probably twice as much as the tablets, but it has 400 calories compared to 240 calories for the tablets. This has 19 grams of fat, where the tablets only have 12 grams of fat, and the Mayday bar has 7 grams of protein, where the tablets only have 4 grams of protein. And yes, there is a trade-off. Let's see, they're about the same height. So if we just were to say this was a double stack here, the Mayday bar probably has what, a good 60% of the Mayday bar, of the over the tablets. So again, if we're going strictly by their claim of this having the smallest possible volume for what it gives, it's still winning because, well, I don't know. This Mayday bar having 400 calories, I'll call this a tie, because literally the bar is as thick as 2 of the tablets, and you probably took up a good 75% of the bar. So 25% versus a almost 50% or 100% increase, 80% give or take. Mayday bar may have won. Okay. Next thing, going through some of my stuff, I found an MRE Star Energy bar, and this thing is, let's see, it's probably about the same size as the lifeboat ration here, or the Daytrex, or what is this, Mayday bar. This has 410 calories, so 10 more calories than the Mayday bar compared to 240 calories on the tablets. So 410 versus 240. This has 18 grams of fat, where you're only getting 12 grams of fat out of the survival tablets. And this has 8 grams of fat, where the tablets only have 4 grams of fat. So you're doubling the fat. You're going up about 40% on the, on the protein. It's 8 grams of protein versus 4 grams of protein for the tablets. And the footprint is only, what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 tablets long, and maybe 2.5 tablets wide. So again, man, this is close. It's close. It's close. It's really close. Yeah. Okay, now, last thing, and this is not survival food. This is a Metrix bar. And I included this, even though it is a lot bigger. It's probably as long as the First Strike bar. So, yes, by volume, this gets beat out by these tablets. Because, let's see how it compares to the tablets. That's 6 tablets. It's 6 tablets long, and it's definitely going to be 2 tablets high, but it's probably going to be double this. Okay, so again, for the claim on the bag that this is the best possible nutrition in the smallest possible volume, still holding true. Maybe this one's probably going to be close, because this Metrix bar has 410 calories, just like the MRE Star bar. Compared to the 240 calories on these tablets, it has 14 grams of fat versus 12 grams of fat on the tablets. But here's the kicker: this bar has 32 grams of protein versus 4 grams of protein on these tablets. So the question here then becomes, for me looking at this as a product, again, that's why I love the comment section down below, because you guys can tell me what you guys think about these tablets. Now, keep in mind that to get in the ballpark of the Metrix bar and the MRE Star bar, you got to literally eat 24 of these tablets. You have to eat this whole package. So if you were to do that, or you would have to eat 18. You'd have to eat 18 tablets. Now, if I put 18 tablets out here and opened everything and really compared them, yes, these things, man, there's going to be some dead heats on getting that same amount of calories, fat, and protein. Question: what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that there's an edge to having survival tablets like this? And I'm going to go ahead and put this out there that I was thinking about it, and actually my wife said that, what about your car? Could you just throw these in your car? Because obviously, now the lifeboat rations, I have heard of people keeping these in higher heat environments, so I don't know to what degree thermals really plays a role in these. I know for people that have eaten these, it getting hot probably helps it, because it makes it more pliable, so you can actually eat it without having to break your teeth trying to chew on it. The Metrix bars, I don't know how these do in heat. They probably would just kind of get really, gooey and everything. But on this bag, it does say storage. For long-term storage, keep unopened in a cool, dry place at room temperature. So dry, cool place, room temperature is the ideal storage for these tablets. It says avoid extended periods of exposure to high temperatures. Down here, in the summer, a car can get 140 degrees. Okay, so putting these in, for my environment, okay, that's just me, putting these in your car is really not an option. Okay, but maybe putting the Mayday bar or the First Strike bar, possibly. So again, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about these survival tablets. Is this practical? Do you have an application for this that I'm not seeing? Because I'm not always right. So I'd like to hear what you guys think, or what you think about any of the other options here that I laid out. Which one would you choose if you were putting in a to-go bag, or like an everyday carry bag that you just happen to have in your car, you take out when you come home, stuff like this? Would you option the tablets, or would you go with any of the other options here on the table? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you at the next time. Peace.